Hello and welcome to today's broadcast of an accelerated release technique demonstration. I thank you for coming to see what's going on. I've been doing this for a few days now, and I'm really thrilled to have Ray Chappell with me as my volunteer for today. He's got some weird stuff going on with his camera, so he's green, but he's real. He's there. He's not an alien. It might make, I might still have a fit of giggles every now and again because it's pretty amusing. But just before I begin, just as a reminder, everybody, what ART is all about. It's subconscious work. The understanding is any issue you have in your life right now is a result of something that's happened in your life in the past, and you're holding on to it. Your subconscious is trying to get you to release it by actually recreating events and circumstances that are kind of similar. So you get to repeat these patterns over and over in your life. Oh, actually, that's what we're about to do with this life event. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So the problems that we have are a result of stuff going on in our subconscious. Since I'm not going to be working on a specific problem, and problems can vary. They can be anything from physical issues like food allergies, intolerances, things in the environment, chronic pains, all that kind of stuff, or mental emotional things like just sadness, depression, anxiety, fears, phobias, limiting beliefs, anything that's stopping you from doing what you want to do and becoming everything you want to become. Those are all things that are signs that there's something going on underneath. There really shouldn't be anything stopping us from achieving our goals and from moving forward. The only stuff that stops us is ourselves. So what I'm going to do with this demonstration, however, instead of starting with a problem and finding out what's at the root, we're going to go into Ray's subconscious and find one event, one single event from his life that is seeking to be released and resolved. So when I talked about repeating patterns, I have a feeling, because this is what seems to happen, that whatever this event is, it's something that has been, in a different way, shape, or form, has been repeating itself in his life. And he hasn't recognized that pattern or actually where it originated. So once we release the root of it, then the pattern can stop. So we're gonna see how we can help Ray out today. You all set, Ray? You ready to go?
Let's go. Let's do it.
Awesome. So the first thing I have to do is I have to connect. So I'm just asking, can I connect with Ray's? It's like, can I see you out there? And it says, yeah, I can totally see you out there. More importantly, do I have permission to ask to connect with all aspects of your energy? So when I say that, I mean conscious and unconscious, physical and spiritual, as well as everything across the timeline. And you might have noticed that started as a no, and that's very, very normal because we protect ourselves. We don't wander around giving everybody access to all our stored information. So I needed to ask for permission to get that access, and within a moment, I did get that because Ray is ready to rock. Now we're gonna, first I have to find out if it's even, we wanna be able to address this particular life event. So I need to make sure that the ego is not gonna get in the way. The ego doesn't like us to deal with our stuff. It creates drama. It creates all those uncomfortable details. When we think of stuff and we go, I'm so embarrassed, that's drama. That's what stops us from going in deep and really getting to the root of our own issues. And that the ego hangs on to that. So this used to be a harder process, but now it's actually a little bit easier. I'm just gonna ask if there's any negative energy surrounding this event that we want to get into. So yeah, there's something going on there. So the ego just has to basically think about it, release a bunch of negative energy, and it'll turn around and give us permission to start asking questions in just a second. So it's all right. And there we go. So now I have to ask, is there any other negative energy that needs to be addressed before we can do this? No. All right, so now we want to get into that most important pressing life event that's seeking acknowledgement and release. We have to find some clues. We have to find out, we need somewhere to start. So the first question now is, how many clues are going to help us figure this out? Is it 1 clue? Is it 2 clues? Is it 3 clues? Okay, I'm getting that it's 3 clues. Essentially what we're going to do is we're going to set the stage. We're going to find some feelings, some emotions, something that's going to describe the situation. And that'll sort of get us started. And some of these feelings might be raised, and some of these feelings might be the other people involved. Because an event is usually not just it's not just us. There's other people that are participating in that experience. So so getting clues will help us do that, and then we'll narrow it down a bit further by finding out what age it happened, and further still to find out who's involved if that's necessary for the memory to be called up. So before I get to this first clue, I'm just going to ask if there's any negative energy surrounding that clue. All right, is the first clue in column A? Is it in column B? Is it in column C? All right, it's in column C. Is it in 1 through 10? No. 11 through 20? No. 21 through 30? Yes. 21 through 25? Yes. 21? No. 22, 23, 24, 25? C25? Now that we've narrowed it down to C25 again, is there any negative energy around this clue? Oh, this is so much easier than the last person I worked with. There was drama everywhere. C25. Oh my goodness, it took forever to get in.
I could give you drama.
Oh no, I'm sure we'll find some, but I'm really relieved to go to this faster. C25 says lack of initiative. So again, is there any drama? No, that's what it was. The second clue, is it in column first? Any drama, any negative energy around the second clue? Okay, there is some. Okay, so the second clue, is it in column C? No. Is it in column D? Yes. 1 through 10. Yes. 1 through 5 is a no. 6, 7, 8, 9. I get D9. Any negative energy when I... Oh, this is so awesome. So much faster than the last one. D9. D9 is narcissism. I'm seeing a few of these clues over again these last couple of days. So lack of initiative and narcissism. Oh, no, narcissism isn't it, because I'm getting some... That was a decoy. All right, come on. Just waiting for that to shift. Okay, the second... Oh, hasn't shifted yet. Okay. You said you were going to give me drama, and you made good on your promise, didn't you? All right, so there we go. So now, is the second clue narcissism? No, it's not, but is it in column D? Yes, it is in D. Is it 1 through 10? No. 11 through 20? Yes. 11 through 15? Yes. 11? No. 12? No. 13? 14? Okay, D14. Any negative energy around this one? Says no. Let's see. D14. Overactivity. Again, any negative? Okay. So we've got lack of initiative with overactivity. Those are interesting to put them together. And then there's still a third clue. Is that in column D? Nope. Column E. Yes, I forgot to ask if there's never any negative energy I can release at this point. Yep, we're going to do that. Oh, no, I'm not done yet. Okay, column E, yes. 1 through 10, nope. 11 through 20, nope. 21 through 30, 21 through 25, 21, 22, 21. Again, now that we've, yeah, still something to be going away. It's like as soon as we start getting closer and closer, this is when the ego goes, oh, no, no, I thought I wanted to talk about it, but no. So we just gotta keep on going, release all that drama. Okay, is there still a third clue? Yes, there is. Column E, yes. 1 through 10 is a no. 11 through 20, 21 through 30, no, 31, 32. 32, any more negative energy to release? No, sounds like 32 is a winner. Weariness. Okay, is our third clue weariness? Oh, nope. Let's keep going. All right. Anything else negative around that one? Okay, column E. Yep, 21 through 30. Okay, 21 through 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 29. Anything negative around that one? Let's see. 29, unsupportive. Okay, is that it? And is there any more negative energy that I got? Okay, we narrowed it down. Okay, so we got, what was the first one? Brain's not working. Right, not overactivity. Overactivity was our second clue. First one was lack of initiative. There we go. Lack of initiative, overactivity, and weariness. So those are our clues. Got it. So when did this take place? Okay, any drama around the age? Okay, let's see if that's true. Was it during adulthood? Says yes. Before the age of 20? No. Before the age of 30? Yes. Before the age of 25? No. Age 26? Oh, actually 25, 26. 26 is a yes. 27 is a no. 26. Any drama around? Okay. Write it down again. All right, let's try that again. The age during adulthood. Yes, before the age of 20. Still a no. Before the age of 30 is a no. Before the age of 40. Before the age of 35. Okay, age 30. 31. 2, 33. 33, 34. 33. Now I need drama around. Wow, we're still getting drama. All right. I always get to it in the end. Sometimes we just have to be patient. Okay. Age, let's try it again. During adulthood. Still a yes. Before the age of 30. No. Before the age of 40. We're still at a yes. Before the age of 35. No. Age 36. Age 37. Okay, again, any negative energy around that? Okay, I'm now narrowing it down to age 37. So lack of initiative, overactivity, and weariness. Weariness? I'm sorry, no, unsupportive. Unsupportive. Weariness was the other one. At the age of approximately 37. Could have been a little earlier, could have been 36, could have been 38. Does excuse me, does anything spring to mind right away?
No, not one particular thing. I was an age where my kids were small and going through family and schools and things like that. I'll
My
do it.
pendulum, you're on the right track. So something is coming up. All right, if you're on the right track, is there something I need to release in order to get us there? Yes, okay, so negative energy. Okay. Yes, anything else that I need to release? Okay, is there a lesson that needs to be anchored? No. Core belief to release? No. Some feelings to release? No. Obstacle, challenge, an influence, relationship energy. Oh, we got a relationship. Okay, are you a part of this? Yes. Is this between you and a person? No. Between you and work. Okay, so there's something, and these clues kind of make sense. It was, like we said, lack of initiative, overactivity, unsupportive. So the fact that these are all sort of, they sound like it's work related.
Okay.
There's an energy that needs to be released before we can get to it. Let's call it, it's a relationship energy, which is, it can be between people, it can be between, or people and objects. So in this case, everything in the world has energy. We'll start with that. So you have your own energy. In this case, your work has its own energy. You plus your work together has its own frequency. And in this case, there's something about your relationship to your work, that energy there, that's clouding things right now. So we have to clear that out, and then things will probably come more into focus.
My work when I was about 37, 38 years old.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what we're talking about. Yeah. So let me just clear that, and we'll see what comes up. So in order to release that, first, is there some negative energy that we need to remove? Yes, we can. Essentially means the ego is going to let us talk about it. Yep, the ego is giving us permission. Anything else we have to remove? No. So in order to release this frequency or this dissonance, is there a lesson that needs to be anchored? No. Core belief to release? No. Some feelings to resolve? No. Obstacle, challenge, influence. Obstacle, challenge, influence. Action to take. Oh, there's an action to take. Okay, is this Reiki? It's Reiki. Any other actions? No. Okay, so something about this depleted you. So what we're going to do is ask now to infuse Ray with healing Reiki energy, going to all parts where it's needed, so that you'll be able to detach this dissonant energy from you. So we're just going to do that. Okay, so having done that, can you now detach this energy from you? Yes, you can. Is there anything else we have to address? Okay, so now when you think about it, you were saying age 36, 37, going back to those clues, does anything come up now? Because you were on the right track before. Yeah?
Yes. So you mentioned work.
Yeah.
That was probably around the time that I had left a job in a very small community of Brockville. And I accepted a full-time position here in Ottawa.
Yeah.
Same type of work, working in hotels as a customer service agent. And the job I accepted here in Ottawa was extremely emotionally draining.
Okay.
Depleted my energy of wanting to do better. I thought I was accepting a job where I was going to make a better life for my children, for my family, and financially, yes, that did happen. But emotionally, there wasn't a day that went by that I regretted it. I didn't know if I made the right choice or not.
Okay.
How much detail do you want?
No, is that enough information? Yeah, that's enough information. That is the life event that's looking for resolution right now.
Okay.
Okay, and there was some and one of those was, there was unsupportive in there. So I'm
yeah,
did you
I could see that. Yes.
All right, so all the clues, everything in there made sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. That's
the situation.
All right, so what we're going to do now, And so here's the thing. This is the crux of what I do. Is I now that you're thinking about that event, now it's all sort of come flooding forward. When you think about it, there are some emotions that still are attached to it. Yes. So that feeling of not being supported, that feeling, well, that heaviness, that
consider I've been at this place for 20 years. I stayed for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
The first year, maybe 2 years, were very tough.
Yeah.
But I was determined to change parts of me in order to be okay with this new job. And the job was terminated about 1.5 years ago. The hotel closed down. Everybody was let go. And near the end of my time, they realized just how nice I was and what a decent human being I am. And they kept me going for 20 years. I thought a lot of that was resolved, but I guess maybe not.
Well, it's that initial, it's not the resolution of the whole thing, but there's still that, the first year or two. It's that's still unresolved. So when you think about that, it still brings you down.
When called into the office on a daily basis and basically being criticized for from speaking to standing to walking.
There you go.
My penmanship, it was every single day, it was some small little thing where these people tried to mold me into being exactly like them.
Right.
They couldn't understand that I was not a robot. I'm not made out of clay that you can just twist and pull whenever you want to. When I had a really hard time.
Yeah, I can hear that in as you describe it. I can hear the emotion
of the way I am, So yeah, so it was tough the first 2 years.
Still something lingering. Okay, so now we want to release this event. We want to neutralize all the emotions associated with that. So the first thing to ask is there any negative energy that we need to release before we can do this? Okay, release some of that and let that go. Is there a contract associated? Yes, there is. Any other negative issue we have to release first? No. All right, so in order to resolve and release this event, is there a lesson to anchor? No, there isn't. A core belief to release? No. Feeling to resolve? No. An obstacle? No. A challenge? No. An influence? No. Another relationship? No. An action that has to be, okay, settled on an action. Okay, is this Reiki again? No, it's not. Prayer? No, it's not. Is it access bars? Oh, I don't get to use this very often, but it's a new thing I've discovered. We had an access bars session on my Google Hangout show. I had an access bars person come in, and then I did a session with her. It was pretty amazing, and I discovered that access bars was something I could probably incorporate into this because it's about clearing and releasing. And you can do that by asking, if you know when and where to ask. So what we're going to do is apparently there's some bars that need to be cleared for you. How many bars? Is it 1? No. Is it 2? No. Is it 3? It's 3 bars. We need to identify which 3. Yes, we do. Okay, let's find out which bars we're going to clear for you. All right. Control is a no. Circle of manifestation. Okay, the first bar is circle of manifestation. Second one, kindness, grab. Nope. Power band. Nope. Money. Nope. Communication. Okay. So circle of manifestation is 1. Communication is the 2nd. And healing is the 3rd. So these are 3 of the channels that they need to be cleansed and cleared. So we can do them all at once. We're going to run positive healing energy through those 3 access bars, through those 3 channels. And when it's clear, when that's done, We'll check in and see what's going on. Okay, having done that, is there still negative energy that needs to be released? Yeah, it's coming in phases. Okay, and now, is there anything else that needs to be addressed? Nope, any more negative energy? Okay, so now if you wouldn't mind thinking about the event and just tell me how you feel about it now. Those first couple of years of feeling drained, feeling like you're criticized all the time, all that kind of stuff. Is any of that feeling a little bit better, or maybe it's shifted and some other emotions pop up?
Well, I thought I had resolved it. I've always had an issue ever since I was a child of not being accepted and being judged and criticized. And it's always been something that has been riding on my shoulders my entire
Okay, the longer term thing. Okay.
Yeah. So going through that back then for the first year, 2 years.
So you don't feel that? Is that what you just said?
Well, it only enhanced my feelings of not being accepted.
Right. Okay. So you still, when you think those still come up?
Once in a while, things like that does come up. My given situation now, yeah, I'm struggling with this whole identity
Okay. All right.
thing, trying to run my own business and being accepted for.
So that's a theme. All right. Then I have a feeling I know there's one other thing that I have to do first. Oh, ow, one thing I forgot to do. Hang on, before I ask you to do that. The contract's resolved. Yes, so I release the contract in love and light, filling void with unconditional love and acceptance and white light for greater personal healing. The contract's still there. Now, is there anything else that needs to be released? I forgot to release the contract. So if you could just do me the little favor of thinking about it one more time, now see if there's any even slight difference in the emotional impact of that event. And if there still isn't, then there's something still underneath it, which I know how to resolve next.
No, I don't feel any different. I've come to terms and accepted that's the way these people ran their business, and this is what they wanted from the employees. So I've learned to, I mean, come on, I was there for 20 years. I could have left if I really didn't care for the way I was being treated, right? So I have no.
It's not. But again, it's not about how you dealt with it. It's about how you felt during that time. So what I'm trying to do is have you go back to that event and feel neutral towards it. Because when you spoke about it earlier, you felt you came up with, yeah, well, they criticized me, they nitpicked, and I could sense there was still some lingering angst.
Things that are coming into my life now.
Sorry?
The way I felt back then, some of those.
No, I want to know just back then. I just want to deal with that one life event.
Okay.
So when you think about that event, there you can still feel that they picked at me, they did this and that. Like,
yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you said of course. I know. Trust me, when we're done, you're not going to feel that. That's the whole point.
No, I can sit here and vividly,
Okay, so what I'm wondering. Okay, is this time for okay, so what we're going to do, because this seems to be it's a bigger thing, so I need to work a little harder to release that event because it's a longer term thing. So right now, we're going to release the whole kit and caboodle set of emotions surrounding that event, and then we're going to input the emotions that we want. So feel free to speak up and add some stuff in, but now I'm going to ask that, looking back at that event and other parts of this pattern from your past, we're going to ask that all those negative emotions surrounding how other people have made you feel. So when they made you feel small, when they made you feel like you weren't accepted, like you weren't good enough, like you weren't capable, all of those kinds of emotions, we're asking to release them from your energy right now. We're asking all the universal energies to help us in removing this from you, from your energetic space. So yeah, any other negative emotions there, any disconnect between you and the other people, any feelings of their arrogance towards you, all of that. So let me think. So again, we're sort of focusing on that event and asking to release any and all of the negative associations with that event, or with all of those events. Okay. And now in its place, we're going to input some positive stuff. So we're going to ask now to replace those feelings with feelings of being accepted, of being even admired, like understood as being responsible, being capable, being what was I just looking for? Because we're thinking about the work that you're doing now, of having good positive relationships with everyone, having them look up to you, having them respect you. Mm-hmm. These are all the things we're looking for. Okay, and that's seems to have been what we needed to close that out. All right, so now one more time, go back there, and then if there's still something lingering, there's one more thing that I need to do for you.
Okay.
So think about it now. Think about that whole scenario of them nitpicking and telling you what to do and trying to mold you into something you're not and all that kind of stuff. See if the emotions around it has shifted a little bit.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now you can sort of see a difference, which is what I was trying to get at.
A little different, yeah.
Okay. So now we're just going to pick the last few pieces out, because it doesn't sound like it's completely gone yet. But are there any key emotions that pop up now?
Sorry?
Are there any like specific key emotions that pop up when you think about it now?
When you think about it now, a word that pops into my mind is the word acceptance.
Okay, you're still looking to be accepted.
Even today, even now.
Even now. Okay, and this isn't something you've been fighting with forever, so I have a feeling I know where that's coming from.
My entire life, yeah.
Okay, is this the result of a disconnect with one or more of your chakras? Yes, it is. One chakra, no, two chakras. All right, acceptance, is that the root chakra? And the sacral, okay. Because being part of do you know, yeah, you do yoga, right? So you know the chakras, you know the system.
Yeah.
So, you know, the root chakra is about being grounded, being part of a tribe, like being part of your community.
Right.
And then, so there's essentially a disconnect for you and your root chakra, and also with the sacral chakra is what I'm finding. So this is why you had this lack of being accepted, because that's where it stems. That acceptance stems from the root chakra, because that's you being part of your tribe. So what we need to do is we're going to reconnect you to that energy. So let's find out first, I need permission. So is there any negative energy that needs to be removed first before we can do this? Okay. All right. So that's removed. Anything else we have to address before we can do this? No. All right. So this disconnect. Oh, I should ask, is there a freeze response that needs? There we go. So there's some parts, disengaged parts. For these parts to engage, feel safe, and embrace wholeness. Can we do this all at one time? Yeah, we can. So there are emotions to be released. Yes, remove all the negative energy around those emotions, please. Okay, that's been done. So now, have these parts integrated? Yes. And is there still a disconnect with the root chakra? No, there's not. So now, is there a dissonance with the root chakra? I talked about dissonance before. Now there's a dissonance, not between you and work, but a dissonance between you and that chakra energy.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to release that dissonance. First, asking for permission. So is there negative energy to be released? We're going to do that right now. Okay, so we've released that. Anything else that have to be released before we can address this? No. All right, so is there a lesson to anchor? Core belief to release, feeling to resolve, an influence to address, an obstacle, a challenge. Okay, in this case, it's a challenge. Any negative energy around that challenge? Okay, anything else? Nope. Is it one challenge? Okay, is the challenge in 1 through 20, 1 through 10, 11 through 15, 11, 12, 11. Okay, so there's a challenge you're facing, and this is part of that dissonance.
I could tell you what the challenge is.
I don't think it's the same one. I said this was number 11, did I not?
I think so, yes.
Yes, and this says to heal or create better health. That is the challenge for this dissonance. So what's causing this challenge? Is it a lesson that needs to, oh, actually first, to deal with it? Is there any negative energy keeping us from dealing with it? No, we're dealing with that. Okay, what's creating this challenge? Is it a lesson to anchor? Core belief to release, feeling to resolve. Oh, hang on. All right, there's something else keeping me from getting at this challenge. All right, is it a lesson to anchor? Oh, you know what? Is it an intention? That's what it is. All right, drama around the intention. Yes, demand that drama be released and detach from this intention, releasing it in love and light. Okay, having done that, is there still this challenge? No, there isn't. So now, is there still this dissonance? No. So now, are you fully connected to that root chakra? Oh, there's still something that needs to be released before we can do that. Oh, I feel like this is going to take a few months. Because there's been that disconnect for so long, and this lack of acceptance has been like piles and piles and piles over years. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to be having to shift right now. So I can, like, this pendulum is just swinging wildly. So it's going to take a little time for the energy to completely dissipate. Yeah, it's got to go through all those levels. We're almost there. Okay, now is there still any dissonance between you and that root chakra? No, there is not. So now we're going to work on the sacral chakra, because I know those two are both going to be part of this. Is there still that disconnect with the sacral chakra? Okay, permission, so release any negative energy. All right, and there's a freeze response that needs to be heard. Yes, these are disengaged parts. Yes, for these parts to engage, feel safe, and embrace wholeness. Can we do this at one time? So there's more emotions here. Yep, let's release all the drama, negative energy around those emotions. And that's done, and now we ask to release those emotions. And that's done. With that, have these parts reintegrated? Yes. Is there still a disconnect with the sacral chakra? No, there isn't. So now we're going to be looking for a dissonance. There's a dissonance. We want to work on that. Again, we're looking for permission. So release any negative energy that might get in our way. All right. Is there anything else? Nope. All right. So what's causing this dissonance? Is it a lesson to anchor? Core belief to release, feeling to resolve, obstacle, challenge, influence. Okay, influence. Is this an outside influence? Outside, inside. Okay, an outside influence. First, is there any drama or energy around it? Okay, anything else? Okay, do we have to identify this outside influence? Yes, we do. Okay, in this case, part of that dissonant energy, or the reason for it, is a result of an influence. And another person, yeah, this is another person in your life who, and this is the sacral region, so that's more about like one-on-one relationships versus a tribe. So there's somebody in your life who's because of your relationship with them, it's put this sort of negative feelings around your relationship with others. Make sense?
Yeah.
So, all right, so we have to identify this person. I'm going to ask, is it a family member? Not a family member. Is it a friend? Okay, I'm on the right track. Let's ask, is this person still alive? Actually, first is now I'm getting some weird clues. Is there some negative energy I need to, yeah, okay. It's like we got in a little close and the ego went all nuts again. So let's. All right, so again, is it a family member? That's a no. Is it a friend? Okay, the answer is actually a no. Is this person alive? Yes. Is this a former friend? Yes. You don't have to name names if you don't want to, but if you can think of some names, is this person female? Male? Female. Okay, it's a female former friend. Anybody springs to mind?
A female former friend.
Yeah, somebody that's not a friend now, or not somebody you'd consider a friend right now, but was a friend. We can go for like age range of when this person was your friend.
No idea.
No idea. Okay.
Yeah.
If you have no idea, let's ask if there's any negative. Yeah, we just got to release something.
I've never had a lot of friends, so for me to think of was my friend at one time, but no longer is.
Anything else after these to help you find this out? No? Okay, let's ask it again. You know, former friend. Yeah, I'm still getting former friend. Okay, let's find out when this person was your friend. Was this during adulthood? No. Before the age of 15? Yes. Before the age of 10? No. Age 10, age 11, age 12. Talking age 12, give or take a little bit.
Okay.
Any drama or negative energy around this? Yeah, I know. That's when you're a kid.
Okay. So that rules out a few people I kind of had in mind.
Okay, well, because it might have it. Okay, age 12. Yeah, I'm getting this person still alive.
Okay. Oh.
Any more negative energy? Nope. Female, around the age of 12. Sorry, female. What's going on now? What is my pendulum doing now? I got to release something else, don't I? Yes, I do. All right. Is it a lesson that needs to be anchored? Core belief to release. Some feelings to release. Okay, there's some feelings still. Okay. Any negative energy around the feelings? Yeah. There's still some unresolved feelings, which is, again, creating that drama, creating the, I don't want to look at it or talk about it feeling. All right. Okay, is it one feeling? Yes. Is it in column A? Yes. 1 through 10. 1 through 5. No, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, any drama around this? A 10, really? Yeah, that's what it says. A10 is arrogance. So let's release this feeling. Let's see if that helps us get any closer. So now that that's gone, anything else we need to release? No. So let's review. There's still an outside influence. Still left an identifier. It's female. You knew her from around the age of 10, and she's, sorry, age of 10? No, 12.
12.
Mm-hmm. It was about to shift because I'm like, I said 10. And she's still alive.
Mm.
Arrogance was a clue, which was a sort of a feeling around something to do with arrogance there.
Are you bringing up initials? Can you bring up initials of this person?
We can try. We can ask more clues about, was she in school with you? No. Did she live in your neighborhood? No. Not in school, not in your neighborhood. Were you involved in any clubs or anything like that?
Not until I was about 14. I was involved with a theater group at the age of 14.
Oh, hang on. We're on the right track. All right, so what's going on? Why are we on the right track? Why haven't we figured it out yet? Is there a lesson to anchor? Oh, we're just releasing something. Okay. You said theater group. I think we're getting in on it. Okay, was she in the theater group? Okay, so this is somebody from the theater group.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep. So is there a girl in there who broke your heart or something?
Oh, my God. I remember one situation. My very first show was called, it was my second show I did, was called The Music Man. And I was a dancer. I did some show dancing. And I was paired up with this young lady who we were about the same age, and she was actually, with all due respect, a little larger than most of the female dancing cast. And I was this scrawny, geeky, and everybody was paired up with their height and their body expression, except me and her. And I had to put her on I had to lift her up and put her on my shoulder. And I could not do it for the life of me because she was just
proportionally far too big for you.
She was bigger than I was, okay? And I just could not do that. And it was a challenge with her and I without trying to make her feel bad about herself and myself bad about myself. We really did never come to a compromise on how we could do this. We just kind of prayed to God that on opening night that she was up there and then fall off.
Well, this is her, and that's it.
It is?
Yep. My pendulum's going, yep, that's her.
That's the only thing I could think of. That a very nice girl. I actually see her from time to time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. That.
Yeah, that's what it is. I don't. Something about that whole event. Something about again, it's the relationship. What actually? Let's find out, because it's an outside influence. She was meant to teach you something, and let's find out what she was meant. Is there any negative energy? Please. Yeah. No, her energy's still in yours. She's still in your life to teach you something. Okay. All right. So is there a lesson for you? Yes. Core belief? No. Any negative energy around that lesson? No. Is it one lesson? Yes. Is it 1 through 20, 1 through 10, 1 through 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. Okay. Do I have to read the lesson for you? Yes, I do. So it'll make some sense. So this is the lesson. Something. Her presence is meant to teach you this. Okay. And this will go into, like, this will feed into that, the acceptance, the sacral chakra, all that kind of stuff. And I know which one it is, so it makes some sense to me. I can sort of see it. And we're just gonna anchor it in as we talk. It says, be personally responsible. Do not blame, accuse, or hold others accountable for your actions. Playing the blame game to deflect attention away from your actions and choices eventually undermines your sense of confidence and self-worth. It is your life, after all, so what are you really doing with it? How involved are you with making decisions, taking action, and then owning results? Do you wait until someone else goes first and then regret your lack of initiative because you really did know how to do something better or faster? On the other hand, do you make a choice and take action, following through to the end? Or do you try and hold another accountable for your choices and actions? Unfortunately, if you do blame or undermine another and you are in the wrong, it gives them an opportunity for power over you that you might not really desire. Remember that how you treat others offers them the freedom to treat you the same way in return. Respect yourself enough to consider your actions before you take them so that corrections are a minor part of the outcome. If time is limited and immediate action is required, then love and respect yourself enough to be accountable for the results. There are also times when others would absolutely love for us to take responsibility for something that really isn't ours. This is a deflection away from their responsibility and not ours to own. At still other times, things seem to happen outside of our control. When this happens, pause, take a step back, then a deep breath, and realize that it isn't always about you. You do not have to be responsible for what is not yours, nor what is beyond your control. Accept responsibility for your decisions and the actions that you take. You will never succeed in finding new opportunities for growth and knowledge if you're always looking to deflect your life's responsibilities onto others. Entering into each new day, task, or challenge with the best of integrity, honor, and respect for self and others will create a life of constant positive reinforcement and happiness. Okay, now does that make some sense to you? When we put it together?
Absolutely. She taught me a lesson, and you just listening to you, it's like, wow, that's exactly who I can identify with that right now. I've always been big, even with my own children, on responsibility and being accountable for everything you think and say and do, and the way you treat people.
Yeah. And that's important to you. But here is that little piece, which is what she was teaching you, is that it's not always about you. Exactly. Sometimes things happen and you have zero control over it.
Yes.
You were feeling bad about that circumstance. Like you were still holding on to that, oh, if I was bigger, if I was this, if I was that, then our relationship, because this is about that sacral chakra, would it, like that experience, because you had to work with her, that would have flourished. That would have, it wouldn't have been so awkward. Right? So this is what's created that dissonance.
Okay.
So now that we've identified that and anchored that lesson, can we detach her from your energy? Yes, we release her in love and light, filling the void as per the intention. Having released that, is there still a dissonance in your energy? Oh, we still have to remove any last residual bits of negative energy there. Okay, so we've released that. Now, is there still any remaining dissonance in your sacral chakra? And that says a no. Okay, so now, because I think we just hit the end, tell me how you feel about that acceptance, right? When you think about things going on now, think about that event we talked about before. do you still feel like there's this, again, disconnect between you and the people around you?
Yes, a little bit.
Still something? Okay.
Just certain words that I come now, certain words that come into mind that
Okay.
I know are going to be an obstacle in me moving forward.
Okay, well, we're going to neutralize all those.
Yeah.
So what are the words? So acceptance is one.
Acceptance is one. Community. I hear the word love all the time without a definition of what love means to certain people. Yeah.
Okay, maybe the heart chakra.
Community, the word love.
So acceptance and community, and we'll see about love at the same time. Okay, there's some reason that there's still something else I got to release. Is it a lesson to anchor, core belief to release? Okay, there's some energy around the core belief.
Not only acceptance from me, but acceptance for me towards other people as well. So it kind of goes back and forth.
Yeah, is it one core belief? Any negative energy around it? Is it in 1 through 20? 21 through 40, 41 through 50, 41 through 45, 41, 42, 43, 43. Okay, there's a core belief that's coming up. It's 43. Because I want to get that acceptance piece done before we close off. Okay, so there's at some point you picked up a belief and you're still kind of hanging on to it. And what we're going to do is I'm going to read the belief. Okay. I'm going to release that negative belief. And then we're going to read the opposite. I'm going to read a positive belief, which we want your subconscious to embrace instead. So it's done in two parts. First, the negative says, everyone is smarter than I am. I will never amount to anything. Oh, that shifted nice and quick. And the opposite of that, I believe in my ability to know what is right for me. I have value through my experiences, gifts, and interests. If there's something that I'm not sure of or do not understand, then I'm confident enough to search for answers. I'm the only one comparing my intelligence to others and putting limits on myself. Okay, now regarding acceptance, we still want to continue working on it. Is there anything we have to remove first? Okay, anything else? No, so for this acceptance, is there still a lesson to anchor, core belief to release, feeling to resolve? First is still as a problem. It's the feeling to resolve, influence to address. Nope. Obstacle, challenge, another action to take. Is it a chakra disconnect I got to be working on? Oh. Another one. Okay. Which chakra? Is it one chakra? Yes. Is it the heart chakra now? Okay. So I said the heart chakra, that's what I have to do. It's all those words that you mentioned were all having to do with the heart chakra.
Okay.
Okay. So is there a disconnect here? Not a disconnect this time. It's just a dissonance. Okay. So first we want to work on that. So we need permission. So remove all the negative energy around that. All right. Anything else that has to be released? No. Okay, to release this dissonance, is there a lesson to anchor? Core belief to release, feelings to release, obstacle, challenge. Oh, is it an intention? Intention. Any drama, demand that drama be released, and then we detach from the intention, releasing it in love and light. Is there still this dissonance? Okay, release that negative energy first. Something else to go. Again, this one too, I think has been sort of a long time. It's been a long time since that this has been out of alignment, shall we say. It's like anchoring. In the beginning, I asked for permission to get to all levels. And so it's eventually working its way through all levels of your energy. Okay. So with that, is there any more dissonance with the heart chakra? Okay, so now how does that feel? Good. Acceptance, community, love.
Well, it's still there.
Still all three?
Yeah, it's
okay, that's okay. I'm getting it too. Any
probably be a work in progress.
I feel like we're right on the edge of it.
I guess I just kind of have to think about yeah, because I need to spend some time thinking about those words and what they mean to me. I feel smaller. Does that make sense? I feel my I don't feel as heavy, like a burden.
Lighter.
A little lighter, yes.
Lighter. Yes. A whole lot of energy shifted.
Yeah, I feel that's I feel lighter.
Okay, I just released a little bit more stuff. Just tell me one more time if it's shifted a little more, or if you're going to do some homework.
Yeah, I have a lot of shit built up in here. I have a lot of stuff over years. You mentioned 15 years ago, and you're talking about when I was 12 years old. It's yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I never realized really bothered me all that much until now.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how something that happened to you 12 years ago that you thought you overcame can actually filter into your life now. Just certain trigger words or senses or a sight to something can bring back those uncomfortable feelings.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what I'm hoping for the future is because that, like I said, that experience has been creating this pattern for you. Like this is repeating what you're feeling now, right? That whole, almost fish out of water kind of, not feeling like you do anything right. Like when you start your own business, that's kind of how you feel.
There were times I felt like, okay, you know what? I can do this. I'm okay. I'm on the right path. Everything is going the way I want it to go. Then all of a sudden I wake up and it's like that whole feeling of, well, maybe I can't do this. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not strong enough as a yoga instructor. Maybe I go to community events and I spend more time observing than I do participating. I do participate, but I spend a lot of time observing and how people are reacting towards me. And then I get that negative, guilty feeling of maybe I just don't belong here. Maybe I don't need to be here. Okay. So I kind of
that community. The community, the acceptance. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm feeling is that I think we made a lot of progress. Even if we didn't get it 100%, we can't do everything in the demo. But
yeah.
I'd like you to be in touch with me and let me know how you're feeling, if you feel a greater sense of that community and acceptance moving forward. But yeah, we've gone on for a while. Thank you so much, Ray, for being a wonderful volunteer. For anybody who stuck around this late, thank you so much for continuing to watch this episode or this demonstration. If you'd like to learn ART yourself, I'm doing a workshop March 17th to 19th, 2017. And I would love to show you how this is all done and how you too can dig up and release this stuff from your own past. And that allows you to move forward. So If you need to reach me, you can find me at healfromyourpast.com or on Facebook, facebook.com/healfromyourpast. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you next time.